Hello friends, welcome back to my channel PHP for Beginners. In last lecture, we have discussed a basic of PHP language and some platforms of Apache servers. Today in this lecture, we will discuss how to download and install a XAMPP server and how to work with XAMPP dashboard. We will learn these two topics practically, so see all the steps carefully in this video. So let's start download and installations of XAMPP server. For that, first of all you have to open a browser and inside a browser's search area write XAMPP download. Then you will see a list of links available for downloading a XAMPP server. The first one is a official website to download a XAMPP server, and this one is a apachefriends.org. I am opening this website for download a XAMPP server. Here in this website, the XAMPP servers are listed based on their operating system. Here is a list of Windows operating system XAMPP servers file. These all are based on their different versions. Here in this Linux based XAMPP servers list is defined. Same here in this list, Mac OS based XAMPP server files are listed out. Here in this topic we are discussing about Windows operating system, so I am going to download a Windows XAMPP operating system. The first one is the latest version of XAMPP server, so I download first link. I am clicking on this link and it will start downloading the XAMPP server in my system automatically. I have already downloaded this in my device, so I am going to pause this and we go for installation part. Here is a XAMPP servers file for installation. I will double click on this file and it will start installation in my device. I will go for next to set up for XAMPP server. Here is a list of applications included in XAMPP server, and these all are checked, and these all applications are used in future for web application development, so I will not uncheck any application. I go next for installation part. Now here you have to choose where to install your XAMPP server. You can see that here a C drive is a default folder where XAMPP server will install. You can change D, E, any drive for installation. I go with C, so no need to change drive name. It will directly create XAMPP folder after installation in C drive. Then go with next. Next. It will take a few minutes to installation. After installation is complete, it will start a control panel of XAMPP server. So later we will discuss about the control panel. After completion of this installation, here is checked, do you want to start the control panel now? Yes, I have checked. So when I press finish, it will automatically start XAMPP control panel. It is a language option. This is for English language, this is for Russian language. So I go with English language, then save. See, this is called XAMPP control panel. In this control panel, you have to start different services related to web application. Here we require basic two services to start. One is Apache service for handle our local server, to handle our web application which will request and response through Apache server. So it is compulsory to start Apache service. And second one is MySQL service for manage a database in MySQL. You can update, you can create, you can delete or add record in your database after starting this service. Otherwise, a database support will not provide. So I will start Apache service first. When I start Apache service, it will be in background color with green and show me a port number. Apache server will start on port number 80 or 443. One of the port number is set in PHP configuration file. Same I will start MySQL server for database support. Also it will be in green background and show me a port number 3306, and this is set as a MySQL port number in PHP file. Now after starting these services, we can open a XAMPP dashboard. So for opening a XAMPP dashboard, you have to go with a browser, and inside the browser you have to write local host. A local host is used for start a XAMPP dashboard. So it will call our local server. This is called a dashboard of XAMPP server. Here in right side you see a phpMyAdmin. This is used to manage our database. MySQL database is controlled through phpMyAdmin. So we will discuss this link and how to control a database through phpMyAdmin in later at the time of MySQL lectures. You can also start dashboard with IP address, and this IP address is 127.0.0.1. Then press enter. It will also start a localhost XAMPP server dashboard. This IP address is called as a loopback IP address. So it will call your server itself. So if you wants to open a local host by their name localhost or by IP address, you can go either of option. Now we will close this, and again I am going to show you some control panels relevant. I am going to stop these two things and closing this control panel. Now suppose I am going to start XAMPP server again, then it will mark into your taskbar. You can open by clicking double click and and you can also start Apache server and MySQL server. Third thing, you have to bring a shortcut on your desktop. Then double clicking on that shortcut, you will also start control panel. So I'm going to first of all take one shortcut. A shortcut is taking from our XAMPP folder, control panel, application file. I'm going to right click this application. See, XAMPP control, this one. Right click on this and send to on desktop. So it will create a XAMPP control panel shortcut. Now I will double click on this control panel shortcut. It will also start control panel, and I go with Apache service and go with MySQL service, and both services are started. Now in next lecture we will study how to develop our web application and where to store our project in XAMPP server. Thank you for watching my video.